This is Ben with Property Care Systems. We're a licensed landscape and concrete contractor in Northern Nevada, and this video should tell you all the ins and outs of stamped concrete before you have it put in your house. First thing we'll talk about is price. A lot of people think it's cheaper than pavers. It is not. It is the same price, if not sometimes more expensive than putting pavers in. Second, on the nice side of things, it's pretty. It makes great accents. It's unique and custom. Then the downsides, and I'm afraid that list, in my opinion, is longer than the upsides. Stamped concrete is the slipperiest concrete-based surface that we could install for you. When it's wet, it's just like, a sheet of ice, because it's a very smooth, glossy surface, especially because there's a concrete sealer on top that doesn't penetrate through. Second, it's the most fragile concrete surface that we could install for you. Snow removal equipment beats it up really bad. And because it's a prettier and more decorative finish, every time an edge gets a little crumble in it, or some chips happen out of the middle, they are so much more noticeable than on the other surfaces. Third, it requires a lot of maintenance to keep it looking as fresh for as long as possible. You really need to seal it once a year to protect the color from bleaching out and to try and seal the water from getting into it. And, if water gets into the concrete and freezes, that's just the beginning of the end with all concrete. So my recommendations: on a driveway, use it as an accent around the edges. For pool decks, don't use it because it's just the most slippery surface we can install. And for everything else, I would avoid using it on the north side of a house that sees snow and ice in the winter, because it's going to be horribly slippery and, again, gets beat up pretty good with snow removal. And then, it's slippery, doesn't last as long, and costs as much or more as pavers. So I generally treat it as an accent and a detail. Although you're looking at a whole bunch of pictures of pool decks and everything that we've been asked to do over the years.